What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, we are in 2018, of course, and I'm pretty much a week late on this because everybody was posting it pretty much on New Year's Eve or that weekend for sure. But I just didn't get around to it. But finally, getting around to my best and worst list of 2017. It's always fun to talk about this. Now, I didn't see everything. There are certain movies I didn't see that I wanted to see, like Your Eye, Tanya, Your Darkest Hour, stuff like that. I didn't get around to seeing. I am going to definitely see all those movies because what I always try to do before the Oscars is to see all the Best Picture nominees, and it sounds like a lot of those are going to be there, or even performances. I want to see all that stuff. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do my best list right now. I'll have my worst list also up, hopefully the same time today, something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, here we go. Top 10 best list from the Film Junkie. Number 10, Wonder Woman. That's right, Wonder Woman. Such a great movie. I mean, the third act is a little weak and stuff like that. Ares was a little weak. I get that. But, there's so much good in this movie. Patty Jenkins really knocked it out of the park, and Warner Brothers left her alone to actually do that. And it's awesome, too, because apparently it won a PGA award at the American Film Institution of the American Film Festival. Mr. Snyder, that's right. The Snyder haters are really going to hate that, but he got the award because he produced the film and he also helped write it. So hey, everybody, he's not that bad. Even the haters, come on, you guys like this movie too, and it was great. Gal Gadot knocked it out. Chris Pine, her and Chris Pine's chemistry was great. Everybody was pretty much great in there. Like I said, third act gets a little wonky. Ares was a little weak and everything. There's I got a couple other little gripes as well too, but the No Man's Land scene was by far like it's one of the best scenes of the year. It's really awesome, shot well with the music, and it's just overall. That's where you see her become Wonder Woman full on, and you're just like, wow, that's amazing. Number 9, Lego Batman. That's right. Oh man, this movie's hilarious. Seen it probably, 3 times, maybe 4? I think it's been like 3. But yeah, Lego Batman, this is what's funny. When they talk about the seriousness about how Batman is in the movies, it's like, yeah, but you can have this as well. You can have this funny, don't take it too seriously, over-the-top parody Batman, and Chris McKay went to extremes. If you're a Batman fan, you have to love this movie pretty much because they take jabs at everything that is Batman. Everything that is Batman. It's freaking awesome. I love it. And it's just one of those movies that if you want to laugh, just watch Lego Batman. Number 8, Dunkirk. Good old Chris Nolan, that's right. A lot of people, some people, this movie was a little divisive. It was. Some people hated it. And some people actually absolutely loved it. I loved it because this movie is all about survival. Yes, you don't know anything about the characters. You don't really get to know them that well. If you actually pay attention, yeah, you get to know the characters a little bit. But you get to know the characters how the characters get to know each other. They're not sitting there asking questions. They are trying to survive. They are trying to get off this beach. And that's what this movie is from start to finish is. It's just all about survival. Hans Zimmer score and just the pacing of it. It's just boom, boom, boom. Your heart is beating with the music and the way that the story is told. Very much Chris Nolan. He did something very unique here. And yeah, I thought it was going to be further up, but I think it's just because I don't know. I don't know why it's not further up. These best lists are hard. Number 7. War for the Planet of the Apes. Jesus, this movie right here. Gut-wrenching. Just hardcore. Just wow. This movie, when I watched it. And I've only seen it once. That's what's sad. I need to watch it again for sure. It's just the story. The wrapping up of this trilogy. What Matt Reeves did to take Caesar to this level. When you see Caesar when he's a tiny little monkey dude in Rise, and then you see him get to here and the way he is and everything. It's just, there's a lot of heartbreaking moments in here. This is just, it's apes just fighting to just live. And there's a nice little weird twist in there too, which, I'm not going to really, I guess I shouldn't talk about, but everybody does well in this movie. Woody Harrelson is just a great baddie. Of course, Andy Serkis knocks it out. He deserves an Oscar nom. He really deserves an Oscar nom. The visual effects alone deserve an Oscar nom because they're pretty much flawless, but he deserves it because, even Steve Zahn, playing that weird ape, the paranoid ape. I forgot what they called him. But he deserves one too. They all just did so well. This movie is just fantastic. Number 6, It. Yes. This movie. Seen it twice. Yep, I've seen it twice. And it's just great. It's just absolutely great. I mean, this is one of those remakes, horror remakes, that could have just went really, really bad, but everything just locked up and did really well. I mean, what really drives this movie is the kids. The kids and their chemistry is done very well. I mean, they found some really good actors that are going to become they're going to become some great actors. They are an actress, I should say, the one. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the sequel, because what really drives this movie is the kids, and there's not supposed to really be. I mean, there's going to be flashbacks and stuff, but it's going to be interesting what they do with that sequel, because it all just worked. And what's his name, Sarsgaard? He did great as Pennywise. I mean, he's just super creepy, a lot of creepy, freaky ass moments, and it totally did its job. It's hard to watch the original. You can still watch it, but it doesn't hold up that well. This one, I think, will hold up for a while. Number 5, The Disaster Artist. Yes, you should see this movie. This movie is hilarious, first off, and it's just well done. It's well acted. It's got a lot of heart to it. You almost think that this is just one big parody movie. It's just one of those movies with James Franco, Seth Rogen. He's got Dave Franco in there. It's going to be one of those movies. No, it's really not. They took this shit seriously. They wanted to tell this story, and like I said, there's a lot of heart in it. I think it's a guarantee that James Franco is going to get a Golden Globe for comedy performance, because he is Tommy Wiseau, or Wiseau, whatever the heck his name is. And I highly suggest seeing this movie. And watch The Room first, even though you don't really have to, because they show like a side-by-side at the end. But it always helps to see that disaster, then watch The Disaster Artist. Number 4, Blade Runner 2049. Oh my God. I actually just watched this last week again. And this movie is so fucking beautiful. It's every shot. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. If this doesn't get a cinematography nom at the Oscars, I'm just going to totally I'm still going to watch them, but I'm going to be upset when I watch them. Is it better than the original Blade Runner? Absolutely. It really is. I mean, some people might not think that. And I mean, diehard fans might not think that. I just think this movie, when you watch it again, especially when you already, and it's just like with every movie, when you watch it again, it's always a better experience. When you watch this again, you just appreciate this world that was built by Ridley Scott and then taken over by Denis, whatever the heck. I can never say his name right, but you know what I'm talking about, because he's obviously he's like everybody's favorite director right now. It's just so beautiful, and Ryan Gosling knocks it out. Harrison Ford knocks it out. Everybody knocks it out, and the twists and turns in it and everything, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a movie about being human. It's about people wanting to be human, it's certain characters who lost their humanity, who are getting right back into it. It's such a human movie, and that's just the theme of the movie, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Number 3, Baby Driver. That's right. This movie, it's just Edgar Wright. He can't make a bad movie. He really can't. This movie is entertaining from start to finish. It's shot so extremely well. The car chase sequences are just superb. You're doing stuff with this Subaru. The Subaru just, I mean, it's nuts. And not to mention the mixing of the music and what's happening on screen is so flawless. It's so in sync that that's why I love this movie. I mean, and then, Ansel, whatever the heck his name is, he does a great job of what he does. And, everybody does. Even Kevin Spacey. I know he's a terrible person, but I like this character in this movie. I mean, this was before all that came out. Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, they all do a great job. And this is just one of those movies that I could put on whenever I'm like, let's just put on Baby Driver. That sounds like a good idea. Number 2, Split. God, this movie's the ending especially. I leaped out of my chair. The little twist at the end. I leaped out of my chair. I yelled out. People looked at me. I didn't care. I was not expecting M. Night Shyamalan to link up his worlds. I mean, to have a shared universe. You always suspected, what if they all were in a shared universe, and he fucking did it, and now he's going to do another sequel that has both of them together. That's what really did it for me. I mean, the movie was great from start to finish. I mean, James McAvoy deserves some award attention too. He deserves some award attention too. I think I used too many S's there. Anyways, but yeah, James McAvoy knocked it out. Everybody did a great job. I mean, it's a small, contained movie. It's gripping. It's a thriller. You're wondering what the heck is going on. This is so weird. Why is he superhuman? And then you realize it's in the same world as Unbreakable, and it all just clicks together and goes, yep, all right, I totally buy the whole thing, and I cannot wait for more. And then we finally get to number 1, and I think you guys already know what it is. Of course, Logan. My God, this movie, Jesus. I don't know, I've seen this movie 5, maybe 6 times. I still can't get through it without a tear rolling down my goddamn cheek. 18 years that we've been watching Hugh Jackman play this role, as well as Patrick Stewart playing his role, and to see it end, and they both die, which is just like, I mean, when Xavier dies, and you know, it gets me, and then when Logan dies, it gets me even more. And then you got Laura, Daphne, what's her name, who could be a rising star. I mean, she was so freaking good. They picked the perfect little girl to play this because she has that look, evil, and then she just knocked it out. And this being her first movie, it's like, wow, how did they do that? And it's just a really good send-off for Hugh Jackman. I know there was all that talk about, oh, maybe he'll come back after the Fox and Disney thing. He's not going to come back. This is a perfect movie for him to leave this character that started his career and that he's been doing for 18 years. He's not going to come back. If he did, it wouldn't make it as special. And this movie is special. It is up there with The Dark Knight. And, you know, it's just a really well done movie. James Mangold. God, I couldn't think of his freaking name. He did some magic making it rated R. He gave us the Wolverine that we always wanted to see from day one, pretty much. Sadly, I had to be the last one, but hey, that actually makes him more special too, because, you know, the other Wolverine that we see him, you know, we don't see like the graphic stuff. It's still okay. It's still fine, you know. I have no gripes about that, but it's just to see it go out like that. It was perfect. It was meant to be, and yeah, this was my favorite movie of the year, and I'm sure a lot of you thought the same thing. So there you go, guys. That is my top 10 favorite list, or best list of 2017. Let me know what yours are down below, or send them to me on Twitter or whatever not. Yeah, pretty much that's it, guys. So look forward to my worst list. That'll be up probably shortly after this. Who knows when it'll be up. But hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me in the social media stuff floating above my head. And of course, I got shirts available and stickers. One of the shirts is right here. All right, guys. Talk to you later.